It's so fun to have you finally on Misunderstood. How are you?
We're doing great. Thank you. Thank you, Rachel,
You
for
guys
having me.
look great. First of all, who's who? Because I'm gonna get you mixed up.
Yeah, Darcy. And I'm Stacey.
Perfect. Okay. Now, do people get you mixed up all the time?
Yeah, they do. Definitely. Yes.
When you
Especially
were
more.
little, did you kind of try to pretend you were the opposite sister?
Actually, no, not really. Really? Yeah. I think when we were younger, we just, we enjoyed being twins and we used to dress alike. Obviously, we probably were more identical.
Right.
But yeah, we had fun with it for sure.
Right. Okay. And did you always have the same type or like tell me some things that are similar or different about you from your childhood, not now?
Yeah, I think when we were younger, we were kind of shy and introverted, so we only really had each other. So we definitely did more things alike. And we were each other's best friends, each other's other half. So that's kind of all we ever knew growing up. We moved around
Got
a
it.
lot growing up as kids from London, Japan, Singapore, traveling with our family and our dad. And people would kind of spot us out as twins, ironically, take pictures of us, stop us because we had like blonde curly hair and all different foreign countries. They would stop our mom and dad to take
Right.
pictures. But yes, we were very shy. We just kind of always stuck together like glue. I know. Well, we did
Um,
fight a lot in the cribs. Yeah, supposedly. Supposedly when we were babies, according to what our dad said. We had our own little
right.
babble language. And we had our own little twin language. Yeah.
But it seems like you guys complete each other's sentences.
Yeah, at times, for sure.
Well, let's start at the beginning. You guys grew up in Connecticut, which is where you are now, right?
Yeah.
Can you talk where in Connecticut? And can you talk about what childhood was like?
Yeah, we're in Connecticut right now visiting family. We're in Weathersfield. We were born in Connecticut, but we kind of lived all over since the age of 3. My dad's an engineer, so we traveled a lot with him and our family. We lived in London, Japan, Singapore, and kind of on and off in Connecticut. It's always home away from home for us, so it's a piece of us always. But yeah, we have that travel bug, I think, because we grew up traveling. Yeah.
Were you close to both parents?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Because your dad is such a figure on
Yes.
TV. So like, me as someone who hasn't watched everything yet, I'm just catching up. Like, what was your relationship with your mom and what was their relationship like?
Yeah, they were married till we were about 12, but we always did everything, close as a family. Our dad's kind of like the patriarch of the family, so we always went to him for advice, whatever we needed, he was always there for us. Our mom was, she was a stay-at-home mom, so she was always there, she was a good cook and, just, very nurturing. Our dad, he's, a very successful man, so we learned a lot from him and, we would ask him all kinds of questions and stuff. And actually, we call it Mentor Mike. Yes. In high school, we ended up, because they were divorced, we ended up moving to West Virginia where he lived. And the last 2 years of high school, we lived with him.
Got it. Okay. Now, growing up, it wasn't just the two of you. You had a brother,
Hmm.
Michael. Was
Yes.
that the only sibling?
Yes. Yep. Our older brother, Michael. Yeah.
Okay. And you launched House of 11 long before TV. Am I correct?
Absolutely. Yes. Yes.
Which is
2010.
super cool. Can you guys talk about the vision for your brand and how your brother Michael inspired it?
Yeah, Michael is always in our hearts. He passed away from a rare form of cancer in 98. July 11th, and it's kind of a namesake company that we chose to honor him with. And House of 11 is meaningful because the number 11, he was born May 11th in 71, passed July 11th, 98. And everything we do is kind of in honor of him. It's a feel-good brand. We were shy growing up, so he was always like our protector. If we got bullied in school, he would be like, "These are my twins. Don't talk about them and protect us." He was our motivator. He always told us to never give up and, just follow our dreams and dream big. That's why we always say do it big. It's just, those are things that he would like instill in us. And, even though he was our older brother by, 3 years, he was kind of like a mentor to us too. And actually he was the one that drove us to West Virginia in high school. So he always,
Oh,
yeah,
so
protected
and
us
so
when he wanted to
obviously
stay at home with our
you were
mom.
very, very close to him.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
So he never got to see any of this fame that other people, right?
Right.
So he
Yeah.
just knew you as his two younger sisters.
Two younger sisters, and he always believed in us. Like I said, we're shy, but we held a lot of that what we wanted to do like inside. And then as we got older and had our kids and got married, we always had his voice in our head, like, don't ever give up. Reach to the top of that mountain, hand in hand. You guys can do it. I believe in you. And
Well, we always had big dreams.
Yeah.
I mean, we had dreams that were like, I mean, most people would be like, how are you going to do that?
Yeah. Like, so what did you guys want to be when you were little?
To have like a TV show.
You did.
Yeah, we always wanted, to be on TV. And I think that stems from being a twin and always, when we were little, we'd always get stopped in the street or whatever, and just like people would take pictures of us, like Darcey was saying, like
they were like
we
tourist
were
attractions.
like tourist attractions. And I just feel like we always had something that no one else had.
Right.
And it made us unique. And I don't know, just people gravitated towards us in a weird way, even though
So
we were very shy.
what kind of jobs did you have like at the beginning out of school?
Out of school, wow. I
My
mean,
first job was Wikides.
yeah, I know. Our dad made us get us in high school when we moved to West Virginia. Our first job, he was like, "Well, if you're gonna,
Normal jobs, yeah.
you're 16, 17 now. It's time to get a job. Go, and learn how to work and stuff and save money." So my first job was McDonald's, the drive-through girl when they first started those value meals. So
So
I,
fun.
never really had like a big voice, but it was like kind of on that microphone during the drive-through moments when people were like, "Okay, what are these value meals?" So I had to say like, would you like to try number one? 2 cheeseburgers, a medium fry, and a Diet Coke. Like, can I
my
help you
God.
today?
Gave us
Gave
confidence.
us confidence. I don't know. You
Totally.
did well.
I worked at a grocery store. I was bagging groceries. So, you got to meet a lot of people and kind of came out of my shell.
Yeah.
I think that's,
I love that. My first job in college was Domino's Pizza. So
Oh,
I'd be, thank you for calling Domino's
Yeah.
Pizza and Subs. This is Rachel. How may I help you?
Yeah.
It was fun. I remember those days. And then we moved to New York, like our second year of
Yep.
college. We moved from Texas, drove 3 days to get to New York City, and we stayed with our brother for like a couple weeks. So he would drive us to the train station to go to Lee Strasberg like 3, 4 times a week to go to school. And then we finally got an apartment. That's a
Yeah.
whole nother story in itself, how we found
Oh,
it.
gosh, yeah.
And then our first job in New York City together.
Hooters.
Hooters girls.
Of course. Okay. How did that go?
Oh wow,
We made good money.
I think
Yeah.
we did the day shift. I remember that. Like order in, I don't know.
But
We
were
didn't have-
people obnoxious? Were the guys obnoxious or it was so fun?
No, it was actually fun. I feel like
For
we
us, it
kind
was
of
fun.
got out of our skin a little
Yeah.
bit. We didn't have the big boobs at the time,
No,
but
we were
we
very natural and wore glasses like
You
I
were
am right now.
natural, but you
Yeah.
ended up at Hooters. That's
Yeah.
funny.
I mean, it was just, I think that helped us get out of our comfort zone. And
Okay.
it gave us a little bit of confidence because we never
Yeah.
really had boyfriends and stuff growing up.
No.
So we were very shy and, didn't really like to show our bodies.
We were like,
stuff.
"Hey,
We
we
were
got it."
tomboys. We were very much tomboys. We
Yeah.
played tennis, like
We didn't even wear bras until we were like in
baggy
college.
clothes. So Hooters
Yeah.
kind of brought us out of our shell and I think made us a little more spunky how we are today.
Okay.
So
I
all
love
these
it.
little jobs kind of helped us in life.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so too. I love that.
Mhm.
All right. So Darcey, you were the first sister on TV.
Yes.
How did you get that job? How did you get that role?
I remember actually Stacey kind of opened the door because she was dating Florian. They met on Instagram many, many, many years back. And
2015.
we happened to watch the show when we were visiting Connecticut,
At her mom's
house. And
I'm like, this is so me and Florian. Like,
Yeah.
we should like sign up for it or something. So I saw the email and I emailed them.
Mhm.
I was gonna go visit him in Italy for like a month. So I sent an email and I got a response right away. But I went to Italy, so you had you had to have the K1 visa
Yes,
already.
you already had to have
So
it.
we were just like dating at the time.
And at the time I was like, what are you thinking? That show's crazy. What are you
Yeah.
talking about? You're gonna ruin our brand. Oh my God, this is like insane and nuts.
Why would you want to
it's
do
a
that?
guilty pleasure show, but I'm like, what are you? This is what with Lorian, this 20-something-year-old guy from Albania that you just kind of met. So she ended up going. I stayed in Connecticut, and I was just happened to be on some dating apps, and I had met Jesse, the guy from Amsterdam, and then for a few months we were talking over the phone, and then I somehow got a something. I found a casting call on Facebook for a new spinoff for 90 Day. It was called Before the 90 Days, but you couldn't have met in person yet. There's no K1 visa yet. You're just dating. You just haven't met in person. I was like, how bad could this one be? So I wrote a letter and got a call the next day and pretty much got it pretty quickly after that.
No way. All right. So when you started filming and doing this, and then it's on air, how does your life change? Was it pretty immediate?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. It was once it started airing, obviously I didn't understand like how it was going to be aired because we don't have any control of the edits and stuff, and everything
Right.
that we've always filmed is very real and authentic, and we're just normal on camera. You kind of forget the camera's there half the time, but when it started airing, I was like, wow,
It was like super huge
Yeah.
ratings. I feel
it
like
started trending.
Did you like how you were represented?
You know what? It's me. So it's like however
Yeah.
it's edited, it's just like you can't change how that's done. So, there was some things that were hard to deal with was like watching back, like the hurt and the crying and the tears because I probably didn't know Jesse as well as I thought I did at the
Yeah.
time. And
Yeah.
and that's kind of what hurt the most, not being on camera and showing my vulnerability and all that. That's always going to be me and that will never change. But I was like, wow, like he said that? Like I can't believe it. Like the other day he's like, I love you. I can't wait to meet you. It's
Yeah.
like, mm,
Yeah.
very odd.
I
So
get that.
that's what was hard.
So, Stacey, at first you were more in the background. So,
Right.
how did it feel to watch Darcey, step into the spotlight before you entered the picture?
I didn't mind it. I just feel like we're on this journey together, and what's meant to be will be. They always kind of kept in contact with me and Florian and our relationship. And it just happened at the right time.
Yeah.
Darcy and she included me. I always include her. So I didn't see it as a bad thing.
Right.
I just saw it as like, that's our life and it's okay. And I
Right.
was there to support her and go through her, relationships and her ups and downs. And when we got Darcy and Stacey, that's when things kind of like really took off.
Right.
So
So, and then Darcey, I want to go back to you for 1 second. Your relationships on 90 Day Fiance with Jesse, Tom,
Yep.
now into Georgie.
Mhm.
What is that like to see these breakups publicly play out and people get so involved emotionally
Right.
with what you're going through? How does that feel?
Right. I've been going through all those relationships, the ups, the downs, the good, the bad, the ugly. I mean,
Yeah.
that's part of my life and dealing with that on and off
Is it
camera.
better to go through it knowing other people are watching and doing it with you, or is it
Personally,
terrible?
No, personally for me, I feel like it's a form of therapy because I can kind of see like where the relationship might have the red flags or where it's gone wrong or where it could
Yeah.
get fixed. Obviously, there's always been love in the relationships, but obviously some of those relationships weren't meant to be and probably not the healthiest for me, obviously. But I've learned from those. I've been able to
Yeah.
heal and go through those journeys together with Stacey and by myself to kind of dig deep to see, you know, what I truly want and deserve in life. And,
Yeah.
having the fans come up and hug me
yeah.
and say, wow, thank you for sharing your journey because it's helped me as well. So at the end of the day, it's all worth it.
So you guys have so many fans. It's incredible. What was there a moment that you guys realized, oh my God, people are actually obsessed with the Silva twins?
It kind of reminded us like growing up, like when we were kids, like
Yeah.
people would come up to us and like take our pictures. So, it just feels natural to us.
Mhm.
We embrace it. We love our fans. We cry with them. Sometimes they hug us and they'll cry and be like, you helped me in my situation,
Mhm.
in my relationship. And it's very touching. We love to take photos with people.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're like nervous to approach us and I'm like, hi, like I'll approach them.
Yeah.
So
Hi,
you guys
like, yes, you want
believe
a photo?
that interaction with fans is really important. There's a lot of people in
Yes.
reality
Yes.
TV that, act like they're Angelina Jolie and they're like, don't talk to me. But it's
Yeah,
clear
well,
that you really love to interact with your fans.
Absolutely.
yes.
Yep. And it happens internationally too. We were in Dubai. People were running after us in the mall. I mean, it was
We hugged them. We
we hugged
squeezed them.
them. Mhm.
Actually, the biggest fan we've ever met was Rihanna.
Yeah.
We
In
saw her
LA.
in
No
LA.
way.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
We were at
She hugged us and everything.
yeah, day
Yeah.
before we left.
Did you flip out?
No, but we knew she was there earlier in the evening. We went to like this little fun hot
Yeah.
spot
We were
on
sitting
Sunday night.
across the table from her. She was surrounded by her security guards, and
Yep.
we got up to leave.
And
And
her security guard, they
stopped
stopped
us.
us.
They're like,
Said, "Back, come here."
we're like, oh, and then
And she just instantly hugged us
hugged us.
and said, "I love you,
girls."
girls. Keep doing what you're doing. You're amazing. Like I religiously watch you guys." And
Yeah.
just she was very sweet, and we were like in awe, pretty much. And then she
Did you
kind of
know she was a fan?
No, she was a
no,
fan. I
no.
mean, we had seen her like sitting there eating with her
Right.
friends and stuff, but like it was a very discreet the way she did it.
Yes.
It was very professional and just so super sweet and just we felt so loved and we actually called her dad right away. We're like, Dad, guess who we just met? He's like, we're like Rihanna. And that's when it kind of rang a bell like, wow, we really made it. We really are doing something in this world and we must be doing something positive. So through all our ups and downs and our roller coaster relationships, we're
Yeah.
making an impact on the
Yeah.
world.
And she felt our
100%.
heart.
And it was very humbling.
Mhm.